Hi, this is David, Sir David, King David, Asshat David, if you're Mormons. I think most of my audience is Mormon. I don't know why, but I think the Spirit is just kind of telling me that. I can feel it. Okay, this video is on why other people are happy that I'm going to be tortured for eternity because I have left the Mormon Church, that I am an apostate, and that I have revealed all the signs, tokens, and symbol of the priesthood and the circus of the temple. I have a degree, my lower degree, my graduate degree from Brigham Young, is really a lower degree. It's a BS degree, and I'm not surprised it's from Brigham Young. The bastards. I hang the BYU degree face into the wall because I don't want anybody to know I went there. Well, that was let's see, child development and family services was my minor, and a social worker was my major. Then I went on to a first master's degree, which I never completed, which was at Springfield College in Springfield, Massachusetts. I got 28 credits, I think, out of 34. Did some research there, and then I went on and got a real master's degree at Northeastern State University in college teaching of human services. So supposedly I'm qualified to teach anything that has to do with human services. Now, in psychology, I have been taught, and I believe, there is a psychological term called projection. Now, this is not astral projection. I studied astral projection in one of my degrees, and it's a fascinating area, but this is a psychological projection. Now, what it means, and you've seen it, so you know it's a true principle. When you get somebody that is fanatical against gays, and they hate gays, and they vote against them, and they give speeches on them, and they just go on and on and on, you always find them in a bathroom, let me stay politically correct, doing things with their mouth other than talking. Then they get thrown out of the Senate and the House of Representatives and the Utah state law. Many times they don't get thrown out of Utah politics. They stay right in there because the rest of them are guilty too, and they don't want anybody to know. Well, projection is trying to put and divert over to somebody else or something else so they don't look at you. Projection is very, very clear that you are that way, but you want to deny that you're that way, so you make a distraction somewhere else. Well, projection works pretty well with normal human beings. Those of us that have gone to college, and especially in psychology, or can read the DSM-4 revised front and back, we go, that's projection. They're gay. Nothing. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You know, you get these people like, what was it, Thomas Jefferson? He had slaves, and he was a white man, and he was, you know, white and delightsome, but he was screwing the girls that were his slaves that were black. There you go. It's projection. He'll come out and tell everybody, you know, they're terrible people, and they're lazy, they're dirty, they don't know how to drive a car, and if you marry one, you're going to hell. Just like Brigham Young. Brigham Young said, cut their head off. If you marry a black person, you get your head cut off. I think he was a little Muslim myself. Anyway, why do the Mormons write to me? And you know I don't delete any of my comments. You can go through my entire record of 507 videos or whatever. I haven't deleted anyone except my brother, and then somebody who has severe mental illness and was not taking meds. that kept quoting the Bible that was totally unrelated to the subject matter. And I gave her 3 chances. I wrote to her 3 times to her email, said, please don't do that. She kept doing it and doing it. She must have been a Mormon because they never do what's right and they don't obey reasonable boundaries. All right, now here's what I really want to get to the crux of. I don't want to see anybody tortured. I don't find that tasteful. I don't find that amusing. I don't find that satisfying. If someone doesn't believe the things that I believe, why would I enjoy them being tortured for that? Each human being has, I think, now I'm an atheist, but I use those phrases, a God-given right to be free. And the Mormons go, oh. That's when they're marrying 14-year-olds. No, they go, no, free agency, free agency. Well, there is no free agency in the Mormon church. That's a laugh. That's a laugh. It's like the love court. There's no love in that court. They're going to kick you till you can't ever sit down again. Well, here's what I don't understand. Why do Mormons who say they're Christian, well, they're Christians after they quit worshiping Joseph Smith, but anyway, they delight in saying, I'm going to suffer. Now, I don't know, is this, I do this for Satan, I do this for the Mormons that threaten me. Why would they delight in me being tortured? That I'm on fire, that Satan has a big fork and he's hitting me and poking me in the genitalia, that he's poking my eyes out, that he is beating me and it's forever. It's not like I can have a rest and go over and say, okay, my testicles feel better, do it again. What the hell is wrong with these people? It's projection. It's projection. They're scared to death. I'm not. If I'm tortured, well, I'm tortured. If I'm not, I'm not. And Mormons don't have a damn thing to do with it. They don't have any control over it. But to stay in their cult, to stay on the right side of that brain, they have to fight. Mormons have to fight. They're trained in a cult, everyone's against us. Which there's some truth to. So they're always defensive. They always want to fight. So when somebody like me, who is well educated in the Mormon church, I was in there a half a century, active, I didn't get excommunicated. Oh, did you see I'm drinking a cola? Now it's approved by the Mormon church. I might get my temple recommend back. Nah, I'm not wearing that underwear ever again. So people, especially the Mormons, take a look. Take a look at my comments. Go on down through thousands. I'm getting right now at about 1,000 comments a month. And look at the way the Mormons treat me. Look at the way they treat me. And then you answer the question, is this what Christ would do? Is this actually what's taught in their Bible and your Christian Bibles and the Quran and Buddha and Hindu? It has nothing to do with religion. It has to do that these people are scared to death because their cult has caused fear in them on purpose. So they keep giving money. They keep giving money hoping that somebody is going to let them into heaven. They hope. But the cult is set up in such a way you can't be perfect under any conditions. So you're always guilty. You're always guilty. No matter how good you are, you're not perfect. And they have a saying, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. And this life is the time for men to prepare to meet God. Well, they're saying I'm not going to meet God, and you know what? If there is a God, I don't want to meet Him. I'm done. I'm damn done. And I find it comical that the Mormons jumping, but you're going to be punished. You're going to have to pay for this someday. You're going to wish that you're going to... They're scared to death. As an atheist, if I see a person, even a criminal, even somebody who is, vile, totally evil and vile, I don't want to see them tortured. Put them in a cage. Put them in a cage. Give them food if they get sick. Give them medication. Am I a pacifist? Not totally. Not totally. There are some heinous crimes, especially against children, that I think people should forfeit their life for. But I don't think that we should gas them in gas chambers or electrify them in electric chairs. I think a reasonable lethal injection. They're gone. They're not going to do this to anybody else, and I think they've forfeited their right to be a human being. They're not a human being, so therefore I think under those circumstances we could exterminate them. But Mormons go, see, he's going to hell. See, the devil's he's the devil's friend. Well, I'm a friend to everybody, I hope. I hope. Even Mormons. I don't want to see them tortured. Much. I'm just shitting you. You know that's not true. I don't want anyone to be tortured. Now, can I believe in a Jesus? And the Mormon word is Elohim, and Catholics, God or whatever, the 3-in-1, whatever, that tortures people, that goes, you didn't obey me. You're kind of a bad person. I'm turning you over to the devil. See his horns over there in his suit and the big smile on his face? I'm going to laugh myself all the way to my heaven with all of the Mormons because you're going to hell. You're going to be tortured. Do you think I could believe in that God? I can't. Now maybe a lot of you can. Hey, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying my standards are higher than that. I don't believe anybody is going to be tortured because of ignorant mistakes. It's like a child. I discipline my children, but I guess I spoil them a little bit too because I'm a father. I don't want them to suffer. I don't want them to feel bad. And when I see my girls cry, oh my God, my heart just breaks. They've done something, stupid. And as a father, I have to step in and go, don't do stupid things. And I ground them for the rest of their life. 2 hours later, they're in front of the Wii or the TV or Netflix. I just don't have the heart to see my little ones crying and in pain. If you do, screw you. I don't want to live with you for eternity. I don't want to have anything to do with humans who delight in the torture and the torment of other human beings, no matter what. No matter what. So if you think people should be tortured, and you think Satan should, punch with a fork into your genitals and pull your teeth out day after day. I don't know if your teeth grow back, and then the next day he pulls them. I don't know. And maybe I'll have a angel or a horns and a tail. I don't know. But you know what? I don't give a rat's ass. If that is your God, Mormons, and if that is your attitude that you have been taught in a Christian religion, screw you. I should have left after the first year. I was only 5 or 6 years old. I should have looked into this scam and Ponzi scheme and said, you know what, I'm out of here. This doesn't fit me. It never has. It never has. So, if you delight in punishment and torment and torture of other humans because they're not of your religion and because they may be good people, but they're the sons of Satan. They've committed what they call the unpardonable sin. Here I am. I've committed the unpardonable sin in the Mormon Church, and you know what? I don't feel guilty. I don't feel fearful. I don't feel anything other than I'm a pretty happy person. I raise my kids the best that I can, and I'm a responsible citizen. If you are in charge, Mormons, of the celestial kingdom, you can bet your ass I want to be as far away from that as I can. Thanks.